Super duper bead roller.
Mate.
That came out really well.
Yeah, man.
So, truth be told, Zach got a little bit carried away and didn't really have time to film all the updates as he was doing them because he just needed to get the car done and get it out of the garage.
Filming just gets in the way.
Exactly that. Tell me about it. But the car's still in the garage, but you have made good progress.
I've made really good progress.
So we can just run round and show what he's done and how he's done it. I don't even know where to start really. Might as well go front to back.
So the front, as you can see, there's nothing. Because the radiator's in the boot. The radiator's, the bulk of the radiator is done. I just need to do the top and bottom plates, and the fan mountings aren't done as well. Hopefully I'll get them sorted out this week.
Have you welded the end caps on?
Yeah, all the end caps are all welded on.
We'll have a look at
all
that
the mounts are done, it bolts in, it fits, all the pipes can go on and everything.
Yeah.
So I've been busy doing like stupid little stuff as well, like going pneumatic fittings on everything.
Yeah.
So the boost control solenoid's like tucked up over there. And
smart.
Yeah. Got this new heat shield which I still haven't finished because it's one of them jobs that I just.
Well, you just got to put the captive nuts on it so it doesn't rattle
really
badly. It's pretty neat then.
Yeah.
The loom looks a lot better than when I last saw it when it was in your front room.
The only thing that's really annoying that these little things just don't press in properly. I think I need to use the proper. I just need to repin it and just use proper.
The little yellow ones.
I've got some blue ones that are really good. The yellow ones I've never seem to have much luck. These red ones I never seem to have much luck with. But yeah, that's by a bit of buy. The loom's sort of done. It sort of works.
So you've got water temperature, cam, sensor, air temp.
Yep.
Your throttle body, your crazy fly-by-wire throttle body's all wired in.
Yep.
All your coils
injectors
are.
all point down.
Oh, you
the
made
back
this
here.
since last time, I think.
Yeah.
A neat little coil on plug bracket for your K20 coils.
Fuel pressure regulator over there.
Yeah.
With fuel pressure switch. Fuel pressure sensor.
And that goes back to the ECU as
well,
well, isn't it?
And I've got the same, there's an oil pressure sensor which is the same sensor as well.
Pneumatic fittings in the servo and your little turn down bung, sealed and tapped, done. Yeah, that's really taking shape. And you have had it running, it does fire up.
It does fire up, does run. I've driven it out the workshop and in a couple of times and with no water in it. Haters gonna hate.
Go and look at the dash. So there's still a bit of a rat's nest to sort out. So this is the actual ECU.
There's nothing compared to what it was.
Oh really? So that's the actual ECU. What's the little aerial for again?
Bluetooth.
Sweet.
Bluetooth aerial. If you look down this side, I've got the new Accelerator Pedal in as well.
Oh yeah? Does that bolt straight up?
Yeah, bolts literally straight up with 0 modifications.
Nat.
But yeah, that's in and it works and it actually fills the pucker.
Yeah, I can vouch for it. I've had a little press on the old pedal and it does feel good. Yes, race car.
So we have my super high-tech Bluetooth Android screen with the M Dash app.
So you've still yet to mount this. You're going to mount it probably off the, what was the old Monster Taco bracket. We'll make a little bracket up and then you can swing it this way for driving and that way for line mapping.
Oh, I've got a problem. E-throttle error. I wonder why there's an E-throttle error. It's a bit weird. Maybe I didn't plug it in. Hang on. Let's try again.
We can edit that bit out. I won't edit it out. You did have issues, didn't you, when you first plugged this all together, which unfortunately we didn't get on film.
No, when I nearly blew it up because I didn't calibrate the e-throttle properly, and then it wouldn't turn off. And I'm pretty sure it was stone cold bouncing off the rev limiter.
Yeah, and, that would have been an interesting watch. But luckily haven't done any damage to the engine as far as we can see.
No, it all seems good.
Lesson learned.
Calibrate
your fly-by-wire throttle before you fire it up and let it redline itself.
So yeah, this time no diagnostics, just because I haven't plugged it in. Got that's, oh god, I can't even remember what that is. IS oil pressure. It's in kPa for some reason. Hopefully there's going to be an update soon, which means you can put all these into whatever you want. Again, this is mapping kPa, but you can sort of, I won't do it now, but you can change that over so you can have mapping bar.
Yeah, sweet.
As you'd expect to have a boost gauge in, coolant temp sensor, RPM, vehicle speed, AFRs, battery voltage,
Everything you need.
everything you need. And you can configure so much more.
So does it start up now? Mate,
From cold.
from cold, nice. And this isn't, you haven't done anything with the mat. This is a base mat that they sent you or Clarke sent you?
No, so all I did,
Calibrate everything.
yeah, so all I did is I put in all the numbers for what sensors I was using, injectors, everything else, and it sort of wrote a base map. I don't really know, but yeah, there was numbers in all the boxes. I fired out. It fired up mint. It was rich as anything. I was taking about 30% of the fuel out of the fuel map.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, but yeah, I haven't touched anything else really. I haven't really touched the cold start map or
Yet.
anything. Yeah, yet. It's just
Cool.
literally pretty much as it is. Fires up lovely.
Sweet. Let's have a look at the rad. So, what have you done here?
So the rad is a 60mm core from Cirque Motorsport. It's a proper fat boy. And on the ends needed to be tight, so I used 70mm tube, cut in half, obviously.
Bead rolled it.
Bead rolled it just for a bit of panache. Mounts on the top and the bottom. Yeah. So this is actually the filler this side as well. So when it's in the car, that sits on there like that. I could have kind of welded it all up, but I was just worried about getting in and out. I thought it'd be far easier to have it on a bit of hose. So yeah, on my old rad as well, like this pipe come out about here, which I was sort of worried that, you know, really it should be sucking from the bottom, but there's a boost pipe here, so I've gone angled, so it's sort of close to the bottom, but still leaves room for the boost pipe.
Nice.
And yeah, this side you've got.
How nice a fit is it in the front of the car?
Lovely, really nice actually.
Could
Fits
you go and offer
perfectly.
it up?
Yeah, and then no, because it's real ag actually to get all the mounts in, because everything's
We'll
in the way.
have to get that when it's all
Yeah.
back in.
And then yeah, this side obviously top hose, and then this is for the thermostat feed.
Yeah.
Like what you normally feed back to the bowl, just feed back into the rad.
Smart.
So yeah, took my
Yeah,
time,
that's
cleaned it
really
properly,
nice.
welded it nicely. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah. Cirque Motorsport they do Formula One stuff. They don't mess about. They're not like. This is an eBay intercooler core, and you can see the difference in
Yeah.
quality.
This is supposed to be. Steve hooked this up, and he said this is like one of the more heavy-duty cores they get as well, which means because I think the first time I got a core, like this top plate here wasn't actually attached to the end plate. There was a gap there.
Yeah.
So I think that might be the difference.
Gives it a bit more strength. And
Yeah.
you still got to do like a fold.
Yeah, I still got
top
to do
and
folded
bottom.
top plates, and I can make all the rad fan mounts off of that.
Yeah. Do a shroud or something. Cool, man. Are you getting there? At least it runs. That's the big hurdle.
Yeah. Some of them wires that are coiled up, they need to go to. I need to put in a handbrake switch. I need to put the brake switch in.
You're not running any of the speed sensors yet, are you, for launch control and?
Not the rear. The rear speed sensor is probably the only thing I haven't wired up. Front speed sensors wired up.
And your exhaust gas temp things aren't.
Yeah, I haven't put them in
That's
yet,
a
'cause,
to do
they're quite
that later
detailed,
date.
Yeah. The fan, I haven't had anything to do with the fan wiring yet either.
But then you still got to do the rad shroud and mount all that,
Yeah.
and then run cables to it.
Yeah.
Is that all done through the ECU, through the relay,
all through
the box?
through the new fuse box.
Cool. Sweet.
Yeah, everything is. Everything runs through it.
Yeah, done well.
But yeah, it's just like it's getting to that point now where it's just all the little tedious, annoying jobs that take the time.
Yeah. Again, I've got to give Zak a hand, try and get the radiator buttoned up on the Escort. And he's playing around with the heat shield, making some mounts so that this doesn't rattle on the exhaust downpipe and the manifold. So he's just doing a little L bracket with a riv nut in it and a retaining bolt. And I've gone and going to cut a piece of aluminium. We basically got to mount these two fans on the back of his Gucci radiator that he's made. Got a Cirque Motorsport core. He's done the top and bottom sort of folded caps on it end tanks are all on, it's all been welded up. Pressure tested by Steve Morton at Cirque. And then yeah, we're going to mount these 2 fans, kind of like that is the plan. And this gives you space, doesn't it, with a little fan to run the lower boost pipe, because it kind of comes round and through the front panel, and that's why this feed into the water pump from the water pump.
Up, so it sucks from the bottom of the rad but still clears the boost pipe.
Perfect.
Yes.
It's all thought of.
Yeah. I didn't want to get 2 big 210-inch fans on there, but they just
won't
quite
fit. No, that's fair enough. That's right.
They sort of like you put them on and they sit like that, which is fine, but this one would have to sit up there to make room for the boost pipe.
Yeah, it's all very tight. So we're going to try and do a full height shroud of some description. We haven't worked it out yet, but it's got to go inside. Every millimetre counts, so it's got to go inside this lip, so that the fans are actually like bang on the core. So I'm going to do, see how we end up. Obviously it would have been nice to have drawn it all up and laser cut it, but haven't got that luxury today. We're just going to hand cut it out. I bought my new jigsaw with a metal blade, and we'll see how we get on. See how sharp this blade is. How bad's that? I just realised I have my mouth open up.
Yeah, man, did alright. It's just a
Little bit.
Little bit at the end. It's nothing you probably couldn't sort out in a blink in about 30 seconds.
You just tell this table's not square, is it?
No. This, the only thing I've got around here that's like relatively square that I use for checking stuff is that. But obviously it's not really that long.
That's right. Zach, do you want to come in a position where you want these fans? I'm thinking like line that one up with the edge.
Yeah.
That one kind of there.
I think you can kind of come down a little bit. Because you got to think if you want to...
And is that what way you want the wires to run?
Hang on, let me try and think about it.
Because you can cable tie, like P-clip that one to that one, obviously.
No, just point them both downwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because that's got a drain there, so it needs they need to point down like that. Yeah, I'm happy like that.
Cool. All right, I'll come up, and then I'm gonna need you to give me a hand whilst we bead roll it up. Yeah. So set up our trusty super duper bead roller with the added steel on the back for extra strength.
Like the only thing I trust this to do is kill me trying to lift it upstairs.
We've only got one piece of metal, so we can't afford to mess it up.
How not to operate a bead roller 101.
Go. Alright, go slow, yeah.
Is it slow enough?
Yeah, it's nice speed, a little bit quicker.
I'm not very good at regulating speed.
A little bit faster.
You're just going to time lapse this bit, so it takes us like 2 seconds. People are like, man, you
no,
go so fast.
I'm going to make them
slow it down.
Yeah, slow mo.
It looks alright.
Again, it's wheel spinning on
I was going to say, I think it did a bit of a wheel spin there.
on the film.
Yeah. I don't think the film's helping particularly.
No.
But the film's keeping it nice. A little bit wobbly, but I'm sure it can be straightened out.
It'll straighten itself out. It's fine. Right, the other side. Happy with that fit?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you want to try welding this to there?
No. I'm literally going to go across the top, and there's just like 3 places.
So we're just laying out what bits we're going to cut out, what bits we're going to keep. Just putting some nice rats on it all. That needs to come around like that.
Mike the artist.
That should hold though, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Mate, it's probably going to be stronger than what I was going to do, so.
So now, just need to find the centres and then draw the inside holes and then get with it with the jigsaw.
I honestly looked at that and I moved it with my foot slightly.
I've just done a classic and managed to knock the little fan into the oil.
At least it was just a little fan.
I know. This is the cheaper one, isn't it? So we're now gonna. Yeah. So we're now gonna have to waste another half hour trying to degrease this and hope I haven't it right up.
It'll be fine. It's only oil.
Oh! How to degrease your fan 101. They're relatively waterproof, aren't they? To be fair, because they've got to take. They've got to take like rain flying through them.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously.
Oil seeps, soaks into everything.
No, I was going to say, obviously oil went up the drain hole.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I'm sure it will actually be fine.
that's the layout. I'm just gonna put some holes in with the drill and then have a go at jigsawing it out and see where we end up.
Yeah, the ends need to be, it needs to be slightly shorter.
Like a mil off of it or something.
Yeah, I think once it's
you don't want it rattling around. What do the fans say? Newly lubed up small fan.
Close enough, I reckon.
And then we still got to just like
trim
the bottom of that. Mm. Yeah, you happy with that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll have to. No, it wouldn't be this nice if I'd got left to do it myself.
Zak's finished the heat shield, so it's all bolted on. Shouldn't rattle about too much, he says. It'll come out well. So Zak's bought these weird little, I don't know what you call them, studs?
Clincher studs, apparently.
So you press them in, and they got these little barb bits. Mm. When you tighten them up, they grip. So hopefully they won't spin when we tighten up the fans. But we're going to try and press them in with the vise.
This is already going badly.
Oh, you get that in.
Yeah, that's about as good as it's going to go.
You ready?
Yeah, I think going and using the press out the back is probably a little bit extreme for this, but
yeah,
yeah. That's alright. I'm quite impressed with that actually.
It's pretty flush on the back as well. Look how flush it is.
It's flush. Apparently, if you look really close, it's sort of like the video I saw explained it better. But there's like a little ridge that as you press it, it presses material into the ridge, so like they proper lock in.
That's definitely the right way around, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. It goes in. Yeah, that's cool. You on?
Yeah.
Do you want to set everything up to weld that on now? Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
At least you've got a nice little lap to weld in. Blow holes in it. Wait. Whilst Zak's welding that up, I'm just going to wang some 20 mil spacers on the back of the daily. Start to ruin it. So that's before. And that's after. Much better. So Zak's just welded the plate on. Bolting these on for the final time. Then we can offer it up in the car. What's it tight on?
Just tight on the actuator where I knew it would be tight.
Oh, you still got like 5 mil clearance down there.
Yeah.
But made to measure.
You see what I mean by why we had to get the fans as far forward as possible?
No, definitely. Yeah, man, that's nice. Good job. Good job, guys.
I'm well happy with that.
radiator's fitted. Time for the intercooler. Is there a Jubilee on this, I take it?
Should be.
So that's pretty much done then, yeah? So in the next video, we should be able to put some water in it.
Yeah.
Put the bumper back on it and drive it.
Yeah.
Everything else is pretty much there. You've got to put bits of the dashboard back in, finish
Yeah,
off
I've
some
still got
wiring.
some wiring to do on the inside, which I should be able to get done this week.
Yeah.
And then,
Good to see it rolling under its own steam again.
there's one thing I want to do. This is the only problem with having a radiator so far forward. The handle, the bonnet release sits on it.
You not tweak the handle?
No, it's not really. It's just when if you look, you can see it just can't be done.
Right, let's pack up. Go home.
See you later.
See you later.